If you consume these 20 foods, you will not be able to treat proteinuria and kidney disease. Is proteinuria or kidney problem something you're dealing with? Diseases of the kidneys can be quite mild and easily treated, or they can be extremely dangerous and even fatal. In doing so, they may alter the kidney's capacity to excrete waste products from the blood, control electrolytes, and keep the body's fluid level stable. Your quality of life can be greatly affected by symptoms such as swelling, exhaustion, problems urinating, and high blood pressure. Conversely, an overabundance of protein in the urine is known as proteinuria. Kidney function normally entails excreting waste products while maintaining blood protein levels. Albumin and other proteins can leak into the urine when the kidneys are damaged, a condition known as proteinuria. Symptoms such as increased risk of cardiovascular problems, swelling of the hands, feet, or face, and foamy urine can be caused by this condition, which is often an indication of chronic kidney disease or other underlying health issues. Is it frustrating that no matter what you do, you just can't seem to get better? Eating the same things day in and day out could be hurting your efforts. If you want to stop proteinuria and help your kidneys heal, there are 20 foods that you should definitely avoid. We'll show you which ones in today's video. Stay tuned till the very end because the top dish could be a real surprise. You habitually consume food without acknowledging the harm it is inflicting. All right, let's get started. Among processed meats, deprocessed meats come in at number 20. Sausage links, bacon, hot dogs, and deli meats are all part of this category. Preservatives, sodium, and bad fats abound in them. Increased blood pressure and fluid retention, caused by the high sodium content, can be taxing on your kidneys. In addition to aggravating kidney damage, the additives and preservatives found in processed meats are bad for your health in general and may cause chronic inflammation. Choose lean, unprocessed meats or plant-based protein sources if you want to improve your kidney health. 19. Canned soups are the 19th item on our list. They are often laden with salt and artificial additives, despite their apparent convenience and speed as a meal option. Nearly half of the recommended daily intake of sodium is found in just one serving of canned soup, which can contain 800 to 1,000 milligrams. The kidneys may experience additional strain due to water retention and elevated blood pressure caused by this excessive sodium content. Furthermore, MSG and other flavor enhancers and preservatives found in many canned soups can aggravate kidney disease and other health problems. Soups made at home with fresh ingredients and little salt are a healthier option. 18. On the 18th floor, you'll find soft drinks and soda. There are a lot of sugar, phosphates, artificial colors, and preservatives in these drinks. Obesity and diabetes, brought on by the abundance of sugar, are two of the leading causes of kidney disease. The addition of phosphates to food improves its flavor and extends its shelf life, but also increases the risk of kidney damage due to mineral deposits caused by phosphorus imbalances. The acidity of sodas can also throw off your body's pH balance, which is already hard on your kidneys. Substitute water, herbal teas, or natural fruit juices for sodas for a healthier alternative. 17. Among instant noodles, number 17 is a favorite. People on the go often choose them because of how fast they cook. However, there is an alarmingly high sodium content, unhealthy fats, and preservatives in instant noodles. With 1,700 milligrams of sodium in just one serving of instant noodles, you run the risk of experiencing water retention, hypertension, and kidney damage. In addition, the preservatives in instant noodles can harm your kidneys and other organs in the long run. Make your own noodle dishes with fresh veggies and lean meats for a healthier option, or opt for whole grain noodles. 16. Fast food ranks 16th on the list. The fast food industry is notorious for serving burgers, fries, fried chicken, and other quick service items that are often loaded with harmful fats, sodium, and preservatives. The high amounts of saturated and trans fats in these foods, caused by their cooking in unhealthy oils, can raise cholesterol and put people at risk for heart disease. People already dealing with kidney disease may find that fast food's high sodium content exacerbates their symptoms by making them retain fluid and increase their blood pressure. Fast food's artificial ingredients and preservatives can further tax the kidneys, making it less efficient at filtering out toxins. 15. Meals that are already frozen are available at our 15th location. Although these prepackaged meals may seem like a lifesaver when you're on the go, they actually pose health risks. In order to improve taste and prolong shelf life, most frozen meals contain a lot of salt and preservatives. These foods often have dangerously high sodium levels, sometimes more than a recommended daily allowance for just one serving. The kidneys may already be working overtime to deal with the added stress of hypertension and fluid retention. Furthermore, many frozen dinners include artificial ingredients and harmful fats that can exacerbate inflammation and other health problems. When it comes to kidney health, it's much better to choose fresh, homemade meals with whole ingredients. 14. Foods that are pickled or fermented make up number 14 on the list. Although pickled foods are good for your gut because of the probiotics they contain, people with kidney problems should avoid them because of the high salt content. Brine, a saltwater solution, is a common way to preserve fermented vegetables like pickles, sauerkraut, and others. The kidneys can get a workout when you eat too much salt because it raises blood pressure and causes fluid retention. Limiting sodium-heavy foods, such as pickles and other fermented goods, is essential for people with kidney disease or proteinuria who must watch their salt consumption very carefully. 13. Cheese. Cheese contains protein and calcium, but it also has a lot of salt and saturated fat. High blood pressure and fluid retention, both of which are harmful to kidney health, can be caused by cheese's high sodium content. Additionally, elevated cholesterol levels caused by saturated fats in cheese are associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, which in turn is associated with impaired kidney function. Although cheese can be enjoyed in moderation, individuals with kidney issues should select low-sodium varieties and be careful with portion sizes to prevent their condition from getting worse. 12. Number 12 on the list is tomato sauce. For individuals dealing with kidney issues, store-bought tomato sauces may not be the best options due to their surprisingly high sugar and sodium content. If you're not cautious, the 500 milligrams of sodium in a standard serving of tomato sauce can build up fast. You may experience elevated blood pressure and fluid retention due to this food's high sodium content, which can further tax your kidneys. Also, inflammation and general bad health can be worsened by the added sugars and preservatives found in many store-bought tomato sauces. Homemade tomato sauce made with fresh tomatoes, herbs, and spices and very little salt is a great option for those watching their salt intake. 11. Margarine and butter make up number 11. There are a lot of bad fats in these everyday kitchen items. There is a connection between kidney health and the development of cardiovascular disease and high cholesterol. The saturated fats in butter are known to raise levels of bad cholesterol, LDL, and put you at greater risk of cardiovascular disease. The hard stick kinds of margarine, in particular, are known to include trans fats, which are considerably worse for your kidneys and heart. The kidneys already have a tough time working properly, and conditions like high cholesterol and heart disease only make things worse. Olive oil and avocado oil are healthier options that, when used moderately, can help support kidney health. 10. Items number 10 on the processed cheese products list are those items. You can't get natural cheese from these. Instead, you'll find added salts, fats, and preservatives, all of which are bad for your kidneys. Cheese spreads and slices are examples of processed cheese products that are made with a mix of cheese and other ingredients to make them last longer and taste better. The end product has unhealthy fats and a lot of sodium, which are bad for your kidneys. Processed cheese, with all its additives and preservatives, can exacerbate inflammation and other health problems. To help your kidneys stay healthy, choose natural, low-sodium cheeses and eat them in moderation. 9. Sweeteners made of artificial ingredients. Number 9. Despite their apparent health benefits, some research suggests they may have a negative effect on kidney function in the long run. For a sweet taste without the calories, many sugar-free and diet products use artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin. On the other hand, there is mounting evidence that these sweeteners may alter the delicate bacterial balance in the digestive tract, leading to an increased risk of metabolic disorders and, by extension, kidney disease. There is some evidence that using artificial sweeteners for an extended period of time might raise the risk of kidney disease. Use stevia or other natural sweeteners sparingly if you want to help your kidneys. 8. The eighth item on the list is snack foods and chips. If you're trying to maintain healthy kidney function, you should probably avoid these because of the high levels of salt, preservatives, and bad fats they usually contain. As a flavor enhancer and shelf life extender, salt is commonly added to snack foods like potato chips, pretzels, and others. The kidneys work harder to filter out excess salt when blood pressure is high and fluid retention occurs. Furthermore, these snacks' unhealthy trans fats and saturated fats can lead to weight gain and cardiovascular problems, which in turn can harm kidney function. Instead of snacking on unhealthy fats and added salt, try eating fresh produce or unsalted nuts for a nutritious snack. 7. One more thing, caffeine. Although it is generally safe to consume moderate amounts of caffeine from beverages like tea and coffee, doing so in excess can cause dehydration and further stress on the kidneys. Insufficient water consumption, compounded with caffeine's diuretic effects, can cause dehydration. The kidney's capacity to filter waste products is compromised when blood flow to them is reduced, which can happen when you're dehydrated. Caffeine also has the potential to increase blood pressure, which puts additional strain on the kidneys. Keep yourself hydrated by drinking lots of water throughout the day and watch how much caffeine you drink. Limiting caffeine consumption and choosing herbal teas or decaffeinated alternatives may be helpful for people with kidney problems. 6. Red meat is the sixth item on the menu. Red meat, which is rich in fat and protein, can be taxing on the kidneys, particularly in excess. The kidneys filter out the waste products of protein metabolism, so eating too much protein can put too much strain on them. However, protein is essential for overall health. Additionally, the high saturated fat content of red meats, beef, lamb, and pork, puts additional stress on the kidneys and increases the risk of cardiovascular disease. The purines found in red meat can also raise the risk of kidney stones because they are hydrolyzed into uric acid. Reduce your intake of red meat and increase your intake of plant-based proteins like tofu, beans, and lentils to improve kidney health. 5. The fifth banana is a banana. They have a lot of potassium, which is usually good for you but can be dangerous for people with kidney issues. An impaired kidney's ability to keep blood potassium levels normal might compromise the mineral's regulatory role in the heart and muscles. A number of serious health problems, including irregular heart rhythms, can result from hyperkalemia or excessive potassium levels in the blood. Bananas are full of nutrients and energy, but people with kidney problems should watch their potassium consumption very carefully. Choose fruits like apples, berries, or grapes that are lower in potassium if you've been told to follow a low-potassium diet. 4. Tangerines and their juice makes up number 4. Oranges are a great source of vitamin C and other nutrients, but they can be dangerous for people with kidney disease due to their high potassium content. Potassium levels can be even higher in orange juice than in a medium-sized orange, 240 milligrams in 1 cup. Because the kidneys might not be able to excrete too much potassium, controlling potassium consumption is vital for people with renal disease. Hyperkalemia, a condition characterized by abnormally high blood potassium levels, can lead to atrophy of the heart muscles, arrhythmias, and, in the worst instances, cardiac failure. For a vitamin C fix that won't be as heavy on the potassium than oranges, try strawberries, apples, or blueberries. 3. Dairy products are the third item on the list. The protein and calcium in dairy products like yogurt, cheese, and milk are great, but the high potassium and phosphorus content can be hard on the kidneys. In order to stop additional damage from occurring, it is crucial for people with kidney disease to keep these minerals in balance. Because the body tries to compensate by drawing calcium from the bones, weakened bones and cardiovascular issues can result from high levels of phosphorus. Hyperkalemia, which can be exacerbated by the potassium in dairy products, further stresses the cardiovascular system and the kidneys. Milks made from almonds or rice are usually lower in potassium and phosphorus, so they might be good options if you're trying to cut back on dairy. 2. 2 avocados make up the avocado topple. Avocados have a lot of potassium, but they also have a lot of healthy fats, fiber, and vitamins. More than twice as much potassium is found in just one avocado as in a medium-sized banana, at around 975 milligrams. Hyperkalemia, which can impact heart function and general health, can occur when people with kidney problems consume an excessive amount of potassium. Although avocados are packed with nutrients, those who suffer from kidney issues should be extra careful with the potassium they consume. Look for healthy fat sources with lower potassium levels, such as flax seeds or olive oil. 1. Foods made from processed ingredients. Processed foods should be avoided at all costs. Snacks, baked goods, and ready-to-eat meals are all part of this category. They tend to have a lot of sodium, bad fats, and artificial ingredients. The kidneys are particularly vulnerable to preservatives and flavor enhancers found in processed foods, such as nitrates, monosodium glutamate (MSG), and others. These foods are heavy in sodium, which can cause hypertension, and fluid retention, which are harmful to the kidneys. Another factor that can worsen kidney problems is the presence of unhealthy fats like saturated and trans fats in processed foods, which can lead to obesity and heart disease. A diet rich in fresh produce, lean proteins, whole grains, and other unprocessed foods can help keep kidneys healthy. To stay away from additives and hidden sodium, make sure to read labels. A big step toward kidney healing and better proteinuria management is to avoid these 20 foods. The best way to take care of your kidneys is to eat right and lead a healthy lifestyle. It's not enough to simply limit processed foods. You must also increase your intake of healthy options like fresh produce, lean meats, and whole grains. Give this video a like and forward it to anyone you think could use it if you thought it was useful. If you're looking for nutritional guidance, health tips, and ways to improve your well-being generally, Health Hacks is a great place to subscribe. Do this for the sake of your kidneys. Maintain good kidney health, and thank you for watching.